You ever wanted to have a party in the Bahamas, to live in a luxurious accommodations overlooking the sunset? This was the promise made to nearly 4,000 people with the Fyre Festival. This isn't really what they got. In this presentation, we'll be going over the lead up and how they built up the Fyre Festival, what people actually experience, and the outcomes for the people involved in creating it. Now, let's walk on the beach as we figure out what happened. So it all started with the co-founder, Billy McFarland, and his business partner, Ja Rule, a music artist. They built an app called Fyre Booking App to promote musical venues as well as booking talent. Billy McFarland is also the creator of Magnesis, a credit card company in New York City as well as other big cities with retail points as well that marketed towards millennials. Now, he got this idea when he flew over Norman's Cay with John Rule, and they decided to host a festival to promote Fyre. They invited a bunch of celebrities and world's top supermodels to the island and paid them to promote this event, even going so far as paying Kendall Jenner $250,000 for a single post. Now, this marketing event was very successful. A documentary about it said that it was so successful that they nearly sold out within 48 hours, something nearly unheard of with first-time events. Now, things weren't going great since the island could only hold about 1,000 people, and they sold tickets to nearly 4,000 people. Kind of a problem. So some people decided to have a cruise. We'll park a cruise ship right there. We'll have everyone there. But the McFarland was like, no, and said, find someone else. But they wouldn't have to worry about that for long. In the promotional video, they advertised that the island was once owned by Pablo Escobar. And this directly violated the contract that they had with the previous owners. So they were kicked off Norman's Cay 45 days till the festival. Luckily, they were able to find somewhere else, Great Exuma, where they hosted it. It had some advantages, like an infrastructure already in place, but one bad part was that it also hosted the National Regatta. It doubles the island's populations once a year, as well as book the hotels months in advance. So they had to figure out where they're going to store 4,000 people. Their idea was leftover hurricane tents from Hurricane Matthew, not really the luxury accommodations as they described in their promotional advertisements. As the days went by, they were working harder and harder just to fit everyone on the island, and other things went wrong as well. 10 days before the festival, Billy fired the catering for being too expensive and told his supervisor, Andy King, to just salvage this, figure something else out. 4 days before the festival, they started taking down social media promises as well as ignoring any negative comments about this since they weren't answering any questions. And one day before the event, there was a storm on Great Exuma that nearly ruined all the tents and mattresses. Now that's a lot to take in. So let's dive on in and see what happened in the event through the perspective of an attendee. So you go to the airport and you're met with an economy plane. Not really a private jet as promised, but oh well. As you load the plane, you pull out your phone and you get a notification. Blink 182 is canceled from the event, claiming that they won't be able to give the performance that they want to give their fans. A bit worried, but decided to go anyway. Once you get there, you arrive at a restaurant, and it's actually pretty nice. You later learn that this was a very impromptu decision, and the restaurant only knew not even an hour in advance to hosting 1,000 people. It was pretty nice, but you're kind of stuck there for 6 hours before you're finally let to go to the campsite. Remember this. People were in disbelief and shock as they went to the campsite. They then had to form in lines with music blaring for hours as they tried to get people to their accommodations. After a few hours, you see Billy McFarland step on the table and said, all right, everyone who had a villa, go get a tent. And it was a free-for-all. The Huffington Post related this to Lord of the Flies meets the Hunger Games, as people rushed to find anything. A few more hours pass, and night falls. You see two semi-trucks pull up. Their luggage is finally here. It's another free-for-all to get yours or anyone's luggage early. So as you get the luggage, people aren't really being quiet about this. They're starting to post online, and people are just not having the best of times. This all led up to the famous sandwich roast. that really brought down the festival. This became the face of the Fyre Festival to the all outside world. Everyone decided to pack the night, and you were left there in the dark with a bunch of drunk people. Not really many people slept that night. In the morning, the Fyre Festival was officially canceled. They went to the airport where they didn't have any charter flights back, and so people waited all day, and they were locked in at night without any food or water. So that's a lot. So let's all just take a moment, relax, and let's see about the outcomes of what happened to the organizers. So Bill McFarland, this didn't really work out too well for him. He had a lot of money to pay out, from the Bahamian travel agencies to the services during the festival to the local workers that had to be paid for all their services. None of them were really ever paid. When he returned back to New York City, where he lived, he called a meeting to everyone, including the festival and people just working on the app, and said that from now on, in the short term, you're not going to get paid. We're not firing you, but you're not going to get paid. So this didn't allow them to get any unemployment benefits. He was then, a New York Times article said that he was in charge for a $100 million class action lawsuit based on the many people that he screwed over. He was released on $300,000 bail. So while he was in bail, he decided to start another business venture with his friend, Frank Triple, called New York City VIP Access, where they sold tickets to Coachella, galas, fashion shows, and Masters tournaments, directly marketing those emails to people on the Fyre Festival email list. As you can probably guess, he didn't really have the tickets for that. That didn't stop him anyway. He ended up gaining $100,000 in this before he was rearrested, charged with 5 felonies, such as witness intimidation, lying to investors, as well as just overall fraud. And he's been sentenced to 6 years in jail and ordered to forfeit $28 million. Now, let's head up to Boardwalk where we can just recap on everything that we've seen. It all started with a party that over-promised stuff that they couldn't. But absolute chaos during the festival itself, and it all ended with the owner getting multiple felonies charged. Wow, that's a lot. We should do this again sometime, but with less pandemonium.